B main for the Kool Kidz CorrPAK merchandising sprint cars. Derek Jonathan, Chris Durand on the front row. Row number 2 will be the 9 of Steve Lyons and the 2 of Lee Winger. Cole McDonald, Barry Beck Jr. in row 3, and Stan Zenkin by himself back there in row number 4. So 5 out of these 7 will transfer to tonight's A main event. Kyle McKenzie with the green flag in hand. And we are underway in the B main.
Here we go. Chris Durand and Derek Jonathan on the front row, and Jonathan's been to victory lane here after an A feature before. Chris Durand got a top 10 a couple weeks ago here in that number 67, and they've got the first and second spots coming here to complete lap number 1.
Jonathan works it across the stripe to complete that first lap here, just 10 laps the distance in this one, as Chris Durand works to the outside of Steve Lyons for the second spot down the backstretch.
Lyons got to the inside momentarily, but Durand took it right back there, and he takes it to the inside, trying to chase Jonathan back down, and Durand with a good head of steam down the front straightaway. Now Jonathan hits probably the only rut in the whole speedway here and keeps it underway here and holds the lead.
Lost some track position though, and here comes Chris Durand. He's got a pin down to the inside line, gains a little bit of time on Derek Jonathan. As they cross the stripe another time, we've got 3 on the board, 7 to go.
Lee Winger currently holding that 5th and final transfer spot. Cole McDonald trying to chase him down in the 0C. Up front, it's still Derek Jonathan with Durand trying to chase him down, as Jonathan is running a lot of different grooves here and hasn't found one to his liking yet, but is staying ahead of the rest of the field so far.
Well, Chris Durand's kind of doing the same thing. He's down low, he's up high, trying to find something. He's closed the gap again. Jonathan really got sideways that time off of 4, and Durand crawls right up to the inside of him. He'll grab the spot going down into 1, but Jonathan fights back on the outside.
Now they both slide up in corner 2, and Jonathan maintains the lead for now, but Durand giving Jonathan all he can handle here in this B main.
Cross the stripe another time to complete lap number 6. 4 laps to go in this B main, side by side for the lead. Here comes Chris Durand to the outside of Derek Jonathan. Got the nose in front just for the moment, but Jonathan fights back in the bottom side.
And while we've been watching that, Cole McDonald stole the 5th and final transfer spot away from Lee Winger and has driven away from him. But up front, like you said, Craig, still side by side for the lead. Jonathan has it again, but Durand to the outside.
Jonathan down on that inside line, Durand on the outside. Coming down, it's 2 to go for Derek Jonathan in Lewiston, New York. Battling with Port Stanley, Ontario's Chris Durand. Again, through 1 and 2, a great race at the front of this one in the B main.
Now Durand noses ahead down the back stretch, drives right to the bottom groove, so Jonathan cannot get a good run. And now Durand has the lead solidly with 1 lap to go.
Final time around for Chris Durand, and now Lee Winger feeling the heat from Barry Beck Jr. at the back of the pack, so keeping an eye on that. But Chris Durand will work it on the high side. Derek Jonathan on the bottom, coming for the win in the B main. Jonathan not going away at the line. It will go to Chris Durand by 3/100ths of a second over Derek Jonathan. Steve Lyons finishes 3rd. 4th will be Stan Zenkin. 5th, great job by youngster Cole McDonald. Then it's Lee Winger and Paul Lang going home. Sorry, Paul Lang in the 01 Junior. No, Barry Beck Jr. in the 01. Paul Lang was in it earlier on in the evening. So Chris Durand, Derek Jonathan, Steve Lyons, Stan Zenkin, and that young man there in the 0C, Cole McDonald, transfer to tonight's A main.